Hello, everybody. Hope everyone's doing well today. My name is Kathy Sorbara. I'm here today with two of my fellow Team Cheeky members, Mary and Jack. And you've probably realized that enrollment is open this week into the Cheeky Scientist Association. And been having a lot of free public webinars. We've been telling you a lot about what the association is all about, but as the three of us, we work quite intimately with associates in the program. We thought we would jump on today and really touch on why we feel you should join and the value you can get from the program, and touch on some of the questions that we tend to get from people before they join. So you can know what you're getting into, and hopefully we can kind of um, allay some of the fears you might have about joining, right? So, and the other thing I would say is that we have one last public webinar tonight at 9 p.m. EST. We're going to tell you everything you need to know about networking, even if you hate networking or you consider yourself an introvert, as I know many of us PhDs do. So, if you are interested in joining, it's at 9 p.m. EST, and I have the link in this post for you to sign up. So I guess I'll start with you, Jack. What do you feel are some of the questions that you most often get from PhDs before they join, and what can you tell them about it?
So obviously, Kathy, there's a cost associated with joining the association, and a lot of people say, I don't know if I'm ready to invest, or I don't know, it's a lot of money for me, or what are the options? So what I would say to you first of all is that it is an investment. It's an investment in yourself. And really, what we see over and over again is associates come join the association and don't realize just how much they were doing wrong. So if you're struggling, whether you're having problems putting in resumes over and over again, or if you don't have a network, you really need the support of the association. And the cost, there is a cost associated with bringing this all to you. That's because we've got a personalized team on hand, ready to answer all your questions. We've got a huge amount of material on all the types of jobs that you'd be looking for. So really, now is the time to invest in yourself, because if we can help you get hired even 1 week sooner, it's all pays for itself. And you really should get the support you need to get into a high level industry position that you really deserve.
That's brilliant. Thank you, Jack. I know that is definitely one of the number one things that we get from associates before they join. And immediately upon joining, when they take a look at all of the content and they see the community within our private group, I know they realize that they've made the right decision and they feel at home with the community, which is what we really try and create. And Mary is actually the head of our private community, so she knows a lot about that. And Mary, maybe you can talk about another common thing that people ask us questions about before they join.
Sure. Yeah, I just wanted to add to something that Jack said. Um,
Mm.
it it makes such a huge difference if you can do your job search with confidence. You know your resume is perfect. You know your LinkedIn profile is excellent, and that recruiters are contacting you, and your network is expanding. You know how to go into this interview. You're ready. You're ready to negotiate. You're just ready for everything, and that's huge. And I think and I mean, we see that a lot in the association. People join and at various stages of their PhD training or postdoc, and they go through this sort of transformation. It's like you don't even know that it's possible that you can sort of. I mean, it's a skill. The job search process is it's a skill set to gain. And so I think one of the things that people say is, I wish I had joined sooner, because it can take, it's an average of 6 to 12 months to find an industry position. And that's if you're doing everything right and building a network. That's just the reality. So you don't want to be writing your thesis, worried about defending what you're going to do next. You don't want to stay in academia and you don't have a position to go to. So, I mean, if you can start early, that's the best time to join. There's no reason to wait, because you join, it's a lifetime membership. So as soon as you pay, you start learning. So regardless of what stage you are in the job search process, if you join now rather than putting it off, you're just going to be on the road to getting the position a lot faster and with a lot more confidence.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think confidence is key. And not having that sense of desperation or panic that you need to find something immediately, that really comes across in your job search when you're
Yes.
trying to network and build rapport with people. If in the back of your head, you're like, oh my goodness, if this person doesn't give me a referral, I'm not going to get this job, then that will come through and it'll hurt you in the long run. So it is really best to start early. And in fact, we had a transition, I think it was just a couple days ago. Someone who's an international PhD in the US, he was able to secure a position and he still had 4 months left before he graduated with his PhD. And that's the thing that we just love to see, because it means that this person can graduate and feel the sense of relief and accomplishment that he can step into a really brilliant job afterwards.
Yeah.
One thing I wanted to touch on, because it's something that's really important to me, is how international our community is. We get a lot of questions about, will the association be able to help me because I live in Germany or Australia or Asia? And we really do cover, I think there's associates that span over 40 countries, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And we have expertise in a lot of different countries, and our community will be able to help you no matter where you're located. So myself, I did my PhD in Germany. I lived in Germany for 5 years. I now live in the UK. We have consultants that have expertise in India and Australia, across Europe and North America. So it's hopefully reassuring for you to know that we have that expertise and that we can provide you with the personalized content no matter where you're located, and that the content is appropriate for you no matter where you're located. So it's not like only this one video is going to work for me because I live in country X. You can still use all of the content that we have in our online dashboard, and you can still come to our private community and get help from us no matter where you're located.
Yep. We'll help you fine tune wherever your location is. Yep.
And I think you've really hit the nail on the head there, Kathy, because you said the word about, everything will be fine-tuned for you. I mean, this is a program that is specific for PhDs. We understand the value of a PhD. We understand the value that you bring to industry, and we can help you convey that, whether it's in your resume, whether it's in interview day, whether it's in your LinkedIn or through your network. So I think I used hundreds of different online sites when I was looking to break into industry the first time. I used all sorts of different mentors and interview coaching, and none of them were as good as Cheeky Scientist, because Cheeky Scientist has specific PhD specific advice, and it really makes a big difference.
Yeah. That's awesome, Jack. And we have a question from Arendi in the group. She says, what is the modules everyone's talking about? How do I get it? I mean, after getting the membership, where to find these modules? That's a great question. If you do tune into the webinar tonight at 9 p.m., Isaiah is going to walk you through all of the content that you'll get. But essentially, when you become a member, you'll get access to a private online dashboard which houses an insane amount of material for you. And this includes 4 modules that walks you through the entire job search process, a series of webinars on career-specific topics, and a series of webinars on job search-specific topics, everything from networking to negotiation, business acumen, and everything in between. But if you tune into the webinar tonight, Isaiah will walk through the entire dashboard for you as well.
Yeah, and there is so much content covering such a huge amount of things. You're going to be blown away. I mean, that's what we hear over and over again.
Overwhelmed.
I can't believe how much content there really is and how much I get when I join. So if anybody has any questions about like specific content, is this going to be right for me? If you have more questions, you can leave them in a comment below, or better yet, click on the messenger button and message us straight on Facebook. I'll be in there today, and I can answer any of your questions that you want. If you want to ask them privately, that's no problem.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much, Jack and Mary, for coming on today. I hope we've answered the most common questions that you have. But as Jack said, please reach out to us if you have any other questions. We'd be more than happy to help.
And don't miss that networking webinar. Remember, 70% of jobs are coming through referrals. So if you aren't networking, right, you're missing out. You're missing out on the whole job market. So don't be that 30%.
Yep, it's one of my favorite webinars because I was definitely hesitant to network when I stepped into my job search, and learning the cheeky scientist way of networking really turned my job search around. And we have some great associates who are actually going to pop on to the beginning of the webinar and tell you how networking turned their job search around too. So definitely check it out. All right, thank you, Mary. Thank you, Jack. Take
Thank
care,
you.
everyone.
Hope to see
Bye-bye.
you in the association. Bye.